What are you excited for about the swim today?
The feeling of peace that it brings. It's kind of like I go out there and I just let all my cares and worries go to the ocean floor. And just the peace literally washes over you.
I started swimming in about 2016. My last daughter went away to college and I had some extra time on my hands. I had been swimming in a pool for exercise and socializing with my friends, and someone invited me down to Cabrillo to do a buoy swim, and I started doing buoy swims a couple times a week, and it snowballed from there. I eventually ended up having to swim every day, or like my life depended on it.
My name is Mary Samaras, and I was queen of the polar bears in 1976, I believe. The water temperature was 48. It was cold. What else would you like to know?
How long have you been a polar bear?
Could you ask me a different question? I don't remember, it's been so long. Oh, the queen of each year, January the 1st, we have a new polar bear king and queen, and they sit on the throne out here, and at 12 o'clock there's like maybe 1,000 people, and we all go in the water at the same time. It's kind of a celebration. It started out very small and it has grown to a big do now. Nice way to say hello to your friends and neighbors. It's a nice group of people. We're really a tight organization with no boundaries. I mean, we just come down here, do our thing. No, don't tell anybody anything. We don't need any more members. No, it's a wonderful group, and if you're down here in San Pedro, come on down to the beach, Cabrillo Beach, and meet us.
Hi, my name is Kim White. I'm the president of the Cabrillo Beach Polar Bear Club in San Pedro, California, Los Angeles area. In 1953, Jack Cheney and John Olguin, who were lifeguards, they kind of started getting people together to do a New Year's Day swim. Now, people have been doing that a few years before, but in 53, they kind of nominated a king, Neptune, and a queen. Before that, it was only a king. So we actually have pictures in our room and on our website of the kings and queens since about, I think it is 53 or so. And then in the 80s, Ray Falk had taken over as president, and he loosely organized it like the Dolphin Club up in San Francisco.
My father would come every year and swim with the polar bears on New Year's Day, and I have pictures of my dad so many years ago in front of the throne, and I would come and of course do that with them, but never thought that I would be part of it and become a queen in 2013. And my father lived to see that day, and I just think I made him proud. So the history is important to me too. Hi, I'm Lucretia Jacobson. I'm 60 years old, soon to be 61. So I joined the polar bears, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, but my story goes back to when I turned 50, and I was a long distance runner, and I decided I needed to get off the mileage a little bit. My mom had just passed away. I was turning 50. Like I said, I was a long distance runner, and I just realized that eventually that wasn't going to work anymore for the hours I was putting in, and I decided to do something less impactful on my body. So along with the cycling, I started swimming and found a whole new lease on life. Well, it's a beautiful organization of so many different people, so many people I would have never met if it had not been for this. So walks of life, socioeconomic, culturally, everything, athletically, we're all different. And since COVID hit, we can't use the little room, so our friends come at a certain hour and watch our things. And it's kind of a camaraderie of sorts, and it just adds to the feeling of family and love, a little bit of love going on, because we are like family down here. I have a feeling that the swimming in cold water has a very positive effect on us, and we have had some polar bears recently pass away, but well into their 90s, and vibrant, incredible humans, because I believe of the ocean. I can't wait. I'm a little addicted. I'm a little obsessive about it. It changes my mood. It changes everything like I've never felt, even with all my other athletics. And I come out a different human being every day. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just can't express it. I get real emotional because, God, it seems crazy, but it's life-altering.
For me, when my face is in the water and I'm just getting into the rhythm of stroking and breathing, and it becomes a meditative. It's like a moving meditation, and I feel like it brings you closer to God. I mean, because you are in nature, you are in the essence of the closest I feel to the essence of God, or infinite potential, or the Almighty, divine.
Great Mother Earth.
Great Mother Earth, whatever word you want to use for it, you're engulfed in it. And for me, it's almost like a baptism every time I swim.
In a way, there's this sort of painful transition from going to an earthbound creature to becoming a water woman. You know, it's like you become an earth walker, and then you become a mer woman. And there's this point, and it doesn't matter what the temperatures are. It doesn't matter. It's going from one element to the other. It's always a shock, you know. In some way, it's always a shock.
Yeah, it's so healing. I just.
And it's very interesting physiologically. I mean, just from going, when I jumped in the water, when it's cold, what happens is, I mean, you feel yourself numbing, your arms and your legs. But your whole core, even though it's 55 degrees, I'm swimming out there. My arms are numb, my feet are numb, but my core is warm, you know. And then I can get that breath. As long as my core is warm, then my breath starts going, you know. And then becomes this like a meditation, like any kind of yogic breath of fire, all these different kinds of yogic breath. It's just natural in the water.
There's not one favorite thing. I love seeing the fish in their natural habitat, out there in the kelp and looking down, looking in the little cracks and seeing the Garibaldi, the opali, the senoritas, learning what the fish are, seeing the bat rays on the bottom the other day was just gorgeous. Seeing the dolphins when they go right underneath me, that's amazing. But also the camaraderie and the tribe feeling of the club. When we're out there celebrating somebody's birthday, we can be physically distant, over 6 feet apart, still sing happy birthday, splash our feet, and make our members feel loved, even if we're currently needing to be physically distant. We don't have to be socially distant. You can still love from 6 feet away.